Independence wasn't allowed. Only good for cooking and cleaning up the house. Only known for being a housewife wearing gowns. Went from dependent to the most independent girl around. You discipline with your diligence, I respect that. Equal rights for the sexes, we all accept that. Random guys with her number, she might expect that. But if he's not on this grind, she might reject that. It takes a boss, they the boss lady. Got what it takes, they the boss baby. Yeah, grown sexy, that's the boss lady. Know how to carry yourself, you're a boss lady. Do whatever to succeed, you're a boss lady. You gotta practice with your
Hello, and thank you everyone for tuning in to Boss Lady News. Today we've got a great show for you. If you guys are watching on TV or watching on Facebook, thank you for joining me. Feel free to contact me on my email, bossLadyNews@gmail.com. Today we're going to be talking with Cuban Mike, bringing us some information of what's going on in the news and celebrity world. Then we're going to get a chance to talk with Angelica Timas, one of your Boston Fashion Week Awards winner. Let's go ahead and jump into the news right now with Cuban Mike. Hey!
Hey! What's going on? What's going on? Hey.
Have a seat.
Oh, first and foremost, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yes.
How was your New Year?
Great. Did the family stuff, ate, drinks. Try to go mustache. Try to go mustache here.
Clearly, I see the little ghost coming in.
Yeah.
I like it. We're going to have to see where it's going.
Yeah, we're going to see.
So tell me, what's going on?
Well, first and foremost, I saw the movie Fences. Have you seen the movie Fences?
No, but I plan to go see it this week.
I heavily recommend to watch this movie. It's receiving Oscar buzz. Just right now, I just found out that Denzel Washington is receiving a nomination for the Globe, and Viola Davis is getting Best Supporting Actress.
And they deserve it.
They really deserve it. This movie kind of hit close to home with me because after I saw the dynamics of this movie, it kind of reminded me of the relationship that I saw with my mother and father, especially with Viola Davis, because I realized something that with things that are going on with that and with my personal issues, I found out that women go through a lot of stuff, and y'all put up with a lot of our nonsense.
We sure do.
Y'all put up with a lot of our nonsense. So it's one of those things that I got a lot of empathy and sympathy for a lot of women that go through a lot of stuff after watching that movie.
Right,
so
Fences. You guys make sure you check that out.
Yes, support that movie.
For sure. There's a lot more people of color that are producing and directing. Not just
Denzel Washington
in the
directed the
films.
movie. Denzel Washington directed the movie.
Yeah.
So I never got a chance to see the play, but the movie was just magnificent.
Right.
So Lee Daniels is in the news.
Okay.
He coming out with a TV show called Star, and he recently was interviewed by Ebony Magazine. And in this show, he casted a white woman. And
for the lead role.
The lead role,
correct. I saw the trailers for it.
Yes. And he said the reason why he casted a white lady in this TV show was because he wanted to make white people feel good about themselves again. And because all the racial tension that's going on in this country, he feels white people will watch the show will make them feel better about themselves and not have some kind of lack of self-esteem that they're having with this show.
For the decades of being non-included in the entertainment industry, how good are people of color to make sure white people feel included in the entertainment industry these days?
Well, he said that, and Black Twitter let him have it, pretty much. They let him have it because
it's crazy.
Because if you go to any kind of media or TV show, it's pretty obvious white people kind of running the show.
They still rule the entertainment
majority
industry.
of that. And you know, it's kind of disappointing. You got a black director that's pretty much could offer people jobs. You know, he went to that role instead of coming to the role that needs to come more to us, because we need to get that look, we need to get that face, we need to get that, you know, representation. Opportunity.
And let's just be honest. The truth is, the reason Lee Daniels decided to take that route was so that he could keep the money flowing.
Yeah, that's another situation.
You get a lot more money when you cast at least one white person.
Yes.
Right? And then the rest is a black crew. But this way, they do feel included, and they keep watching, and they don't put up a stink.
Yeah, what do you expect? It's Fox, so
it's
Fox. So Kim Burrell, singer Kim Burrell, she's got into a little trouble because she got caught in a video.
Who's Who's Kim Burrell?
She's a church singer.
Okay.
So she did a song for the soundtrack Hidden Fingers coming out with Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah.
So
I love that movie too.
Yeah, so there's a song she had with Pharrell Williams, and a video came out where she was at the church sermon and was saying that, you know, speaking down on the homosexual community, and was saying that pretty much gay perversion is a sin, and she was pretty much went in on the community. And after that, a firestorm came out. She was supposed to be on the show Ellen. She got kicked out of that. She got kicked out of the radio show that she had. There's supposed to be a gospel awards coming out next week. She's uninvited to that, so she's pretty much taking a hit for this.
For her opinion.
For her opinion.
Although
and that.
our current, he's not even the president yet. Although our president has no holds bar with anything, our incoming president has no holds bar with whatever he chooses to say, and America is 100% on board with whatever he chooses to say, but God forbid the wrong person speak their mind,
and it's just,
and everything gets shut down.
And, you know, she got a lot of flack on it. You know, a lot of people went in on her, but she also got some sort of support with some people, because they're saying, you know, she's expressing her opinion and her belief and her religion, because they do believe that it's a sin. So it became, it's one of those.
I'm surprised the Republicans didn't come to her rescue.
You know they ain't gonna come after her. You know,
that she's black. I forgot. That doesn't really happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Not all too much.
Yes. So last month when I came over here, I announced that the Tupac movie is coming out finally.
Yes.
Yes, it's coming out the day of his birthday.
Nice.
They had 2 sneak previews around it. There's been so many drama behind the scenes. They were trying to get it out, then put it back in. It was supposed to come out in November, then they postponed it. But now it's finally gonna come out, and it's gonna come out on the day of his birthday. And I'm gonna go see it. I'm hoping you're gonna go see it.
100%, I will be going to see it. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
As usual,
yes,
you guys. Cuban Mike's going to be here all the time, so get used to it. He's got some awesome updates. If you guys have something,
I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere.
Something you want to hear him bring up, make sure you email him, okay? His email is there. We're going to cut to a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to get a chance to speak with Miss Angelica Timas. We'll be right back.
All right.
Hi, my name is Kelly, and this is the Birthday Wish Teeny with apple fruit truffles. It's our recipe for the perfect birthday party. This fruit bouquet features sweet pineapple stars and our classic apple fruit truffles, and is filled with a variety of bite-sized pieces of our fresh fruit favorites for all to enjoy. Then it's all mixed, artfully arranged, in a fun martini glass-shaped container that you can use once all the fruit is gone.
If I could express something that I don't do on a daily basis, it's just how proud I am to call her my mom.
I don't know that she realizes how much I look up to her, especially in being a mom and myself now.
I would just thank her, I guess, for being so supportive of everything. If I could tell my mom one thing right now, it would be that I love her a lot.
I miss you.
Thank you for staying tuned to Boss Lady News. Next, we're going to get a chance to speak with one of the Boston Fashion Awards winners. She won the award for evening attire. I'm very proud because I got a chance to meet her through an extended friend. Yes, shout out to Lil Poopy and Papa Louis. And now she is here on Boss Lady News. Let's go ahead and give her a round of applause. Hey, Angelica.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Have a seat. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And I, for one, want to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Ever since I first kind of met you and we met over at Applebee's.
Yes.
And you were in the midst of having to pick up one of your daughters from a audition, because your daughters are both modeling as well.
Yes.
And running your own fashion industry.
Correct.
With Angelica Timas Designs.
Yeah.
And then your fashion show that was down on Boylston Street at the church.
The church, yeah.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
And there's not a lot of designers in the New England area that can hold down their own show, okay? I know you had one other featured designer, and then it was on you.
Yeah.
And it was an amazing collection.
Thank you.
So first and foremost, are you originally from the Boston area?
No, I was born in Lisbon, Portugal, Cape Verdean. My parents and my whole family Cape Verdean. I came here when I was 14.
Nice.
And yeah, so.
Did you see yourself, before you even came here, wanting to be a designer?
Not really.
Okay.
From high school, when I graduated high school, that was something that I wanted to pursue. But I did some research as far as jobs after graduating college and stuff. And fashion industry, not only is hard to get into,
Right.
It was hard to get a job. So I opted with the better option of computer science. That is my profession.
Beautiful and smart and talented.
Yeah.
Computer science.
Yes, I'm a software developer.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. So before we jump into the fashion industry, you've been doing computer science and software development for a number of years.
Yeah.
How
do the
is
two?
that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny that a lot of people don't think that fashion has a technical or informatics related, but it is.
Okay.
Especially now that everything is so
Moving
computerized,
into-
moving
yeah.
along, and it actually helps me as a designer because I do all my sketching and color testings and material testings. It's all digital.
Wow.
So I do sketch.
Right.
But it's much easier for me to just do it, and I use Adobe Illustrator to do all my collections.
Wow.
So it intertwines. It's a beautiful thing.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm really new to some of these industries, and it's kind of cool to see how, like, one person does one thing, and it feels like it's the polar opposite of what they do on a regular basis. But
well, not really. If you look at it, software development, it kind of touches your creative side.
that's true. That's very true.
So you're actually being creative with the user side, where you want the users to connect to the software. So you have that creative element, and just as well with the fashion, and you have your creative element going. So it's two of the same, I think, for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So from computer and technology into fashion, was it an easy kind of transition? Because like you said, I wanted fashion. Computers were, technology was much easier to get into.
Right.
But then you still made your way into the fashion world.
Yeah, it was parallel along the way. I always had that passion for sketching, and then I used to, on my free time, I used to sketch and just put it away. And so I had a massive
Piles
piles of sketches, stashed somewhere in my basement.
Wow.
I think it somewhere along the line of my professional career. It didn't matter how many degrees, how much education I got or fulfillment. Pursued. I have 2 masters in informatics and computer science.
Congratulations.
So on my way to a PhD, I said, well, something's missing.
Right.
It's like it didn't matter how many degrees I pursued. There was that kind of void. I think it was the passion that was missing.
Right.
So when I, at 39, turning into 40, I was like, okay, something to do. I have to pursue something that I'm very passionate
That's
about.
going to make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when it all just kind of blew, just grew.
Nice.
So
That's amazing.
Just took a risk, let me just do this, see what comes of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do have a couple of your pieces that I wanted to make sure we got a chance to show those.
Sure.
and they're the ones that you emailed over. So these pieces were part of which collection?
They're a combination of collections. This one that we're seeing right now on the screen is the most recent that you saw at Boston Fashion Week. And the reason I sent this one because it's the theme of the collection. It was the bourgeois versus the flamboyant.
Right.
So there was two personalities taking the runway.
Right, and I thought that was incredible to show those two pieces.
Yeah.
And we also have more of your photos. Let's keep them running.
This one was a photo shoot with Stanley, which happens to be the winner for photography, also for by Boston Fashion Awards.
Nice.
And we took on the creative side with the hair and the makeup, just to bring out a different component of fashion.
That is very Vogue kind of look right there, though.
Right.
So, okay, we're going to cut to a brief break, and when we come back, we're going to be talking some more with Miss Angelica Timas. We'll be right back. Thank you for staying tuned to BossLady News. We are on set with Angelica Timas, one of your Boston Fashion Week Award winner for evening attire. And I want to make sure you guys get a chance to see a few more of these amazing pieces that Angelica has designed. And let's take a look at those.
This one was a street style type of shoot where you brought pieces from my collection, how with a different perspective versus designer perspective, like how somebody would wear, out on the streets.
Nice.
So that was from my combination of spring fall from last collection and my last spring and fall.
Right.
16.
And this last piece that we have, I want you to go ahead and explain this one to us as well.
Okay. This is an editorial, and that was a sweater dress. And she wore it as a top on top of a satin skirt. I mean, it was a beautiful shot. So it was an editorial look. So I sent you those images as because that's what my collection is about: is the versatility of the clothing, that you can dress it up.
Right.
You make it really elegant and editorial. You can dress it down as a street style.
Right.
So it has that versatility component to each garment, that you don't have to wear it just, with each piece that is presented, but you can mix and match it with pieces of your wardrobe.
Yeah, I like that. I love that you have the gown pieces and you have your separates, and you could wear them as evening attire, and you can wear them throughout the day. I mean, I'm trying to get into my everyday Beyonce / Kim Kardashian grocery store look. So,
Don't we all?
right? So transitioning from Boston, and now your pieces are out in New York. I saw that amazing billboard that you post on your social media where your clothing is being highlighted. How was that, and how do you feel?
Oh my God. I was told to go down to New York and actually be in front of the billboard to see it.
Wow.
And I was reluctant to, and I'm like, well, it's just a billboard, I can always see it. But actually being there and seeing it, it was surreal. It was just confirmation and validation of the work that I've been doing, and it's been accepted audience-wise, which is awesome.
Right.
And it came about with me signing up as a client with a showroom in New York. So they are handling all aspects of PR and production, and you name it, they do it.
Amazing.
So
and when we first met, you explained how you're not brick and mortar, you're online sales. So you make the pieces and they're custom made.
Yes.
And people can purchase these pieces online, which again, there's not a lot of designers who, number one, are being successful online, and you are.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, actually. It's easier for me because I can actually develop my own website and work on it. So I think that's a big component, because it's very expensive, and a lot of people don't know how much money and effort needs to be put on having a good website that actual people connect to.
Right.
So I think I have an advantage as far as that because I actually do it for people. So I know what needs to be done.
Right. And this is your website here.
Yes.
We got a chance to pull it up. And it's 100% ready for, and again, I want to congratulate you on all of your success because I see designers and they're trying and they put half of their efforts towards it. And you've developed a line and the website that has been 100% successful, and it's organic. You've been very organic with it.
It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of effort, and
this is your daughter.
yes, my daughter.
That's
yes.
your daughter,
Yes,
actually,
that's
as
Tiza.
the model
Yeah,
here on the website too.
yeah. She's amazing. She's been the face of my brand since I began.
Yes.
She's also very successful. She's recently finished filming Project Runway.
Okay, Project Runway. Boston is all over. I love
so
it.
Very proud of her. And so she does, all my shows, and she's like a little diva.
Yes, she is. I've worked with her a few times before I met you, and I was just like, oh no.
No, she's very down to earth. I think she does that because it's me, but
Right.
She's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
What can we see next from Angelica Timas?
I have invitations, so many of them actually. Very fortunate, and it's very gratifying. So I have New York Fashion Week, I have Paris Fashion Week, Cannes, and UK, LA.
I need to know
I just
about
have
the
to figure out
Cannes
which
one.
one.
I will be there to make sure we cover that one for you.
Yeah, so I just have to figure out which one I'm going to do.
Right.
I haven't decided yet, but it looks like New York.
Nice. Amazing. And I want people to know what your inspiration, besides it being your passion, what was your inspiration to be consistent with this business and staying on top of it?
I have an alter ego. Her name is Chic. and I did that because often we get lost in finding a muse who's an individual, but that individual sometimes may not be the everyday person
Right.
the person connects to. So that alter ego is actually a persona. She is she's fun, she's energetic, she has a sense of style that is very unique, but it's simple, minimalistic, and I think a lot of people connect to a style versus a person.
Right.
So I try to maintain that through all my collections, the minimalism, the versatility, and the simplicity. Those are the focus of each collection.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank
I want to
you.
make sure we have you on again.
Thank you.
And
Yeah,
maybe we'll do
absolutely.
like a mini fashion show with some Angelica Timas pieces for the next collection.
Yeah.
Right?
Of course.
Awesome. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Okay. We're going to take a brief moment to actually speak to a member of the audience and find out a little bit about them.
I'm Elaine Corbin, and I'm one of the producers here also. And also, I was very interested. How did you get started, Angelica? That's my question.
It was, I don't have a degree in fashion, so everything that I know, it's self-taught. It was a moment in my transitioning in life that I sought that passion that I had in fashion. And fashion has been parallel to my professional career all along. It was just, I was reluctant to start earlier on, and mostly because there was that fear of failure or fear of not being accepted or launching a line that people wouldn't connect to or like. But to me, it was a time in life where I needed to focus on something else. And so that was the moment I was like, okay, let me just focus on this. And me focusing on that, it kind of, I blocked all the negative, all the bad energy, and I concentrated on that fashion and trying to get that line going.
And before we go, why don't we go ahead and just let everybody know who you are and your TV show.
I am the host and the producer of Artist of Color. I've been a producer here for 10 years.
Awesome.
And I'm also the niece of Elma Lewis,
Nice.
the Elma Lewis School of Fine Art. And we're getting ready to break ground on the Elma Lewis Fine Arts Center in this year. So we're starting. It's over at Parcel 3, which is across the street from the Boston Police Headquarters.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you very much.